Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Devin and I read books, and this is Devin Read Books, and today we're gonna do a little bit of a book haul. So I've talked about it in past videos before. I was away for a little bit, but the entire time I was actually still buying books. So right now I want to go over some of my most recent pickups and a couple that I've had for a little bit. Starting off, we're not going to go too deep into this because I'm getting ready to do a video on the whole shebang, but that is Dragonlance, and I got the bind up, the classic Dragonlance Chronicles that just came out. So this is the first three books, which are Autumn Twilight, Winter Night, and Spring Dawning. And then I got the Soul Forge, which is the Raceland Chronicles Volume 1, if I can get it without the glare. This actually isn't on the shelf yet because I still got all my stickers from the used bookstore. Dragonlance to me is the pinnacle fantasy series. I like it more than Lord of the Rings, and that's another video I'm going to do a book on. I think the world is just kind of more what you would expect now from fantasy, and the character development is just much better. I love these characters. It's so fun, it's so charming, but it's still mature. It deals with heavier themes, and frankly, Krynn is just one of my favorite fantasy worlds ever. The next two, I was a little bummed out by one of them, but that's on my fault. That's on me. It's my fault for not checking this yet. But that is Heartsong and Brother's Song, books 3 and 4 of the Green Creek series from TJ Klune. And the reason I was disappointed it's actually in this one, this is a really pretty book, is it's not, I thought I was getting the paperback Barnes & Noble exclusive editions with the sprayed edges, and I was not. This is hardcover. It's probably one of the only times I've ever complained about getting a hardcover book, but it doesn't match. So as soon as this one is released in this form, I'll be getting it again and getting rid of the hardcover. Green Creek is romantasy from what I understand. I haven't actually read anything from TJ Klune, but this series is intriguing to me. It focuses on the Bennett family, who are either werewolves or shapeshifters of some sort from what I understand, and kind of drama around them and their hometown. I don't know a ton about it. I kind of like it that way. I like going into books kind of blind. The next one I got specifically for Old School April. And it is apparently a really good book because it was Barnes & Noble's pick for the genre last year, and that is Impossible Creatures by Catherine Rundell. This was the children's fantasy pick, and this edition has pretty blue sprayed edges. I think they also make a red one, which if I really like this, I might get two. I know the sequel, I already have it pre-ordered, I don't remember what it's called, but the sprayed edges are the whole reason I pre-ordered it. They're so much more beautiful. They're stenciled, it's detailed, divine. But Impossible Creatures focuses on Christopher, who saves a baby griffin from a hidden lake, and his life's changed forever. He discovers this place called the Archipelago, and it's all these islands with all these impossible creatures, so to speak. And he meets this girl Mal, and they go on a journey to figure out what is happening to these islands and why these animals are disappearing. I mean, it's children's fantasy. We've all read series or know of series very similar to that, but this is something that I would have loved back in the early 2000s, late 90s, and so it is just perfect for Old School April. You're gonna have another pile over there for something else. This next book is another romantasy, actually. Half of this has been romantasy. And I really liked her other two books. I don't read a ton of romantasy, but apparently this author just knows what I like. And that is The Scorpion and the Night Blossom by Emily Wenzel. I loved Song of Silver, Flame Like Night, and I really like Dark Star Burning. And this is just one of the prettiest books I own. I mean, it's got... Please focus now. Stenciled edges, and you can actually see the scorpion in the blossoms. I don't know a ton about it. I was just committed because I like the author, and it was a pretty book. 9 years ago, the war between the Kingdom of Night and Kingdom of Rivers tore Anying's family apart, leaving her mother barely alive and a baby sister to fend for. Now the mortal realm was falling into eternal night. In Mo, beautiful, ravenous demons roam the land, feasting on the flesh of humans and drinking their souls. Trials. Immortality trials. She's decided to enter immortality trials, which are open to any mortal who can survive the journey to the immortal realm. Interesting. I have been on kind of a battle royale book kick. I finished Dungeon Crawler Carl 5 today, and I'm on book 6. I finished the audiobook for Sunrise on the Reaping a couple days ago, and the Terran Matharu Challenger is going to be my next YA read. I don't know. I'm on a real big battle royale kick, I guess. I didn't even know that's what this was, but I might read this sooner now that I know that's what it is. And finally, my last two for this little haul video were my Nightworms books, and I need to get through these. Honestly, at this point, I think it's in my best interest to just do a vlog every weekend. And every weekend, I get a Nightworms package, free content. I just do a reading vlog. But this month, I got The Unworthy by Agustina Basterrica. It's the same author as Tender as the Flesh, which I'd actually plan on doing a vlog of this one and that one. This is about a woman who has joined the Sacred Sisterhood after a climate catastrophe, and then a strange newcomer joins the ranks of the Unworthy, and the narrator is forced to consider her long buried past. Again, I don't want to know too much about it. I love going into books blind, especially horror books. And then this one is honestly the one I'm more excited for out of the two. And then is The Lamb by Lucy Rose. So this centers around Margot and Mama, who have lived in the forest ever since Margot can remember. Margot is not at school. When she's not at school, they spend their quiet days at their cottage, doing chores, waiting for strangers who their mom calls strays to knock on the door. And they make nice, they make friends, and then Mama eats the strays. So this is kind of from Margot's perspective, so I'm not sure if it's going to be more of a coming of age story or if she's going to break away from her mom's traditions, and I find that fascinating. I also just really like the cover. Like, I find that very ominous, right? I love it. Nightworms is like my favorite thing in the world. I look forward to it every single month. I just need to be better about actually getting to these books in a timely manner, and hopefully I start doing better with that this year. But guys, that is a really quick haul of some recent stuff that I've picked up. I have a much bigger video planned as kind of the appetizer for Old School April, and then I will have Old School April themed videos pretty much for all of April. I'm gonna have 4 vlogs, and then I'm gonna have smaller videos kind of sprinkled throughout that as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little haul. I hope you look forward to some of that Old School April content, and I will catch you next time.